The addition of economic calendar updates in the dealer and on charts, a valuable tool for IG traders. And the idea came from you, our clients, as part of the IG think tank. This is a perfect example of how IG development is a two-way conversation. How we take client feedback through a complete process from idea generation to release.
My name's Raoul and I work in the research team. One of the tools we have to understand client behaviour is the think tank. Clients are really good at telling us their needs, their wants, and when we give them an idea, they're really good at feeding back on it. This helps us make sure that we don't make any assumptions about their behaviour and that we can create tools that really help their trading. One really good example is dealing through charts. This was something which came from an idea in the think tank. We were able to create a prototype with our user experience team, take that back to the think tank. They were able to feed back on it, and we were able to bring this all together and take that to our business analysts.
So my name's Steve, I'm a business analyst here at IG. I look after the research and analysis area, so that's all our charts, our market data and our insights. So my job here is to translate all the visions that we have in the organisation and what our clients have through client feedback, and to turn them into the best experiences for our clients as possible. So for this particular example with economic data on charts, I'd have to look at what data we want to incorporate, how we would translate it into desktop charts as well as mobile charts, and then crucially work with our user experience consultant as well to make sure that it's the absolute best experience for our clients in their apps.
Hi, my name's Carl Sabino. I'm a user experience designer here at IG. So I work with the business analysts to understand the features that we're trying to build from a client point of view. What are the problems that they have that they want us to solve for them? And typically we'd start off with some requirements. I'd sketch out a bunch of ideas with the analysts and with the development teams. And we'd then work them up into a kind of higher fidelity, something which we can show to our clients. They'd go back into the forums and we'd get some comments on them from the clients before we go into IT development.
Hi, my name's Mike. I'm the technical team lead for charts at IG. We work very closely with Steve and Carl. Once the UX has been decided on the problem that we're trying to solve, in this case the economic calendar, we take it into our dev sprint, so it's a 2-week cycle. We have a planning session at the beginning of that cycle where the developers determine how complex it's going to be and what dependencies we have on other teams to deliver that feature. And at the end of that cycle, we have a demo to the stakeholders and pass it on to QA.
Hi, I'm Colin. I work in the quality assurance team as a QA tester. My responsibility is to test IG's products to make sure they meet customers' requirements and they're fit for purpose. So for the calendar events on charts project, it was a relatively small project, probably involving 3 or 4 developers and myself as the sole tester. What we normally do is have a planning meeting to discuss requirements for user stories and define test cases and acceptance criteria for those stories, and once we agree that those acceptance criteria are met, we can then put them into our second environment, our UAT environment, and then finally put them into our demo and production environments.
I'm Ivan Gowan. I run IT development. I've worked at IG for many years. The think tank is something that we've used more and more over the last couple of years, and we use it for a number of different reasons. We use it to engage with clients in all cases, but at different stages of an idea, and sometimes the idea is very early in its development, and sometimes it's a very finished idea with a prototype or a final working solution. And we put this into the think tank where we have clients who want to engage in a deeper way with IG about how we build things and why we build things and what we should build. And we're looking for both confirmation of what we're thinking and also sourcing new ideas. And sometimes the way we've perceived something should work or a service should be provided to customers won't quite hit the mark, and you get that kind of feedback by giving it to real users and seeing how they use it, or asking their opinions on what they like or dislike or what they'd like to change. So it can be used for quite tactical pieces, and it can be used for quite strategic pieces. We found it a very valuable way of engaging with clients and developing ideas and developing good products that are going to be well received by clients.
So, the think tank, not just a place to talk about ideas, but a place where ideas can start to become reality.